you walk into our facility here at Growers, you see all the equipment and you know, you're a little dumbfounded on how technologically advanced it can be. You know, we have all this specialized technology. We've spent years in research to get our formulation right. There's computer programs, there's sensors, but really this thing is just cool. Our hydration machine, we put all of the cocoa fiber in the hydrator and it breaks each cocoa brick down one at a time, ensuring the exact amount of moisture in each brick. We then take a customized loader and load it into our customized conveyor belt. That customized conveyor belt is controlled by this really cool computer that pulls its exact amount of ingredient off each raw material hopper.
So here's our main computer unit. This allows us precise controls of all of our raw materials going into all of our custom blends.
Each raw material hopper here contains its sole ingredient. One's peat, one's cocoa, one's perlite. Then we have one that's a custom blending hopper. So if you have a custom blend, we can make that here for you. Now these conveyor belts move at lightning speed at literally like 150 yards an hour. And so when the computer calls for the mix, it's literally calling for grams or pounds of material at a time. All the material speeds through the conveyor belts and it gets mixed up in this really small amount. So it's like we're mixing this product with just one handful of time. What this does is it allows for a consistent mix that's exactly the same every single time. Now the first hopper is the cocoa fiber hopper. Now cocoa fiber is our most important raw material. We get the cocoa fiber as a waste product from the cocoa industry. Now you take a coconut and all those long hairs, they're woven into textiles throughout Asia, but the short hairs are a waste product. In the past, that's just been discarded or burned or pushed into the ocean. But we take that product and process it and make it into potting soil. Now we put it into our first conveyor and it conveys it over to our raw material hopper. Now that raw material hopper is going to just hold on the cocoa fiber. Now our second raw material hopper is our peat. Now peat is a naturally occurring product. It's harvested in northern latitudes and it's a really great product to mix with cocoa fiber. It just blends perfectly. We take the peat in these large bales and we put them in our peat crusher. The way we do this, it eliminates any chance of cross-contamination. We pull the peat out of the package, we put it into the crusher, it crushes the peat and then pushes it into our raw material hopper. The next product is perlite. Now perlite makes an excellent aeration ingredient and that's why we add it to our product. Growers love perlite and it gives you the exact amount of aeration and drainage in your product, and that's why we use it. The fertilizer is the most important part of any potting soil. Yet we believe that our growers are interested in using their own proprietary fertilizer formulas in order to grow their crops. So our product comes with just calcium nitrate and an ETDA micronutrient. Now this sets the potting soil up perfectly for your plant. So when you plant in it, you can immediately feed it any fertilizer blend that you happen to have. Now our fertilizer here, it's mixed at the exact proportions and again, computer controlled, so the exact amount is distributed in the potting soil.
Here at Growers, we handbag each and every bag of soil and inspect each one to guarantee the highest level of quality.
All the equipment on the mixing line is completely automated and computer controlled. However, we've decided that humans are the best computer on the planet and we use human labor to physically pack our product. Now the advantage of this is that when we bag the product, someone looks at the product and makes sure it looks the same every single time. There's someone picking it up that notices that there's a weight change. Computers can't necessarily get that right all the time, but the human touch can. Here at Growers, we can make about 10,000 bags a day. Now that's a lot of raw material and a lot of product to keep track on. But we take all of this finished product and make sure that it's stored inside here at our dry location. If you go to any other potting soil plant in the world, they will be filthy. It's the nature of the beast, it's dirt. However, at Growers Potting Soil, we clean it all the time. We clean it before the shift, after the shift, during the shift. If potting soil hits the ground or raw material hits the ground during our mixing process, we won't use it. Everything that goes into each individual bag is exactly the same every single time. And if you're sweeping stuff up off the floor and putting it back in the bin, then you're just setting yourself up for cross-contamination, bugs, weed, and seed. I've spent years studying potting soil and making potting soil. I've had one of the only composting licenses in Northern California. I've processed hundreds of thousands of yards, probably millions of yards of cocoa fiber. So I've really had an eye into what makes the highest quality potting soil. We have blended cocoa fiber and peat to make the perfect base medium. Now, there's many peat enthusiasts and there's many cocoa fiber enthusiasts out there. But in my opinion, the best of both worlds is to blend the acidic peat with the alkaline cocoa fiber, to blend the dry peat with the moist cocoa fiber, and out comes the perfect medium. My name is Chip, and this is Potting Soil by growers, for growers. We are growers.